You're going through your loose change, maybe cleaning out your car or your old coin jar, and you see a quarter. It looks like any regular coin. It's just a 1992 D Washington quarter, something you've seen 100 times before. But what if I told you that very coin could be worth not just a few cents, not just a few dollars, but $50,000, $80,000, or maybe even $100,000? Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not as crazy as it seems. Some rare coins have changed people's lives, and today, we're going to talk about a few 1992 D quarters that could do the same for you. The 1992 D quarter was made in Denver. That's what the little D stands for on the front of the coin, near the bottom right. That year, the U.S. Mint made a lot of these quarters, over 389 million of them. So most of them are worth only 25 cents. You probably use them to buy gum or feed a parking meter. But a tiny mistake in the way some of these coins were made means that a few of them are very special. These mistakes are called mint errors, and collectors go crazy for them. There are many kinds of mint errors. Some coins were struck off-center, meaning the design wasn't placed properly on the coin. Some coins were made with the wrong metal or even the wrong die, the part that stamps the image. A very small number might even have double images, which is called doubling. All of these weird errors can turn a normal coin into a valuable one. And the cooler or rarer the error is, the more money it could be worth. So what's so special about the 1992 D Washington quarter? Well, most of them aren't valuable. But a few of them were made with weird flaws, and collectors are always hunting for them. For example, there's a version of this quarter where the back side, the reverse, has a copper color instead of the usual silver look. That happens when the top layer of metal doesn't bond correctly during minting. That little difference can make the coin worth around $80 or more. Not bad for something that usually gets left in tip jars. Then there are quarters that were struck off-center. Imagine seeing George Washington's face pushed too far to one side, or the eagle on the back half missing. If you find a coin like that in good condition, it could be worth $70 or $90. It might not make you rich, but it's still a big upgrade from 25 cents. Another cool mistake is when the coin is struck through grease or dirt. That means part of the design looks soft or blurry, or the mint mark might be missing. If you find a 1992 D quarter like that, you might be looking at $50 to $100, depending on how dramatic the error is. Now here's where things get really interesting. There's a type of mint error that is super rare, called a mule. That's when two different designs, usually from two different coins, get mixed up. One of the most famous mule coins in U.S. history was a Sacagawea dollar that had the front of a dollar but the back of a Washington quarter. That mistake sold for over $150,000. That wasn't a 1992 D quarter, but it shows you just how wild mint errors can get, and how high the value can climb. So, let's say a 1992 D quarter was struck on the wrong metal, like the metal for a dime, or even something rarer like a golden dollar. Or maybe it was struck with the wrong design, like one from another coin. That would be a one-of-a-kind coin. If it existed and got graded by a company like PCGS or NGC, two of the most trusted coin grading services, then you'd be looking at something that could fetch $50,000, maybe even $100,000 at auction. Even though no one has officially found a 1992 D quarter like that yet, collectors believe it's possible. And that mystery is what keeps people checking their coins. The highest sale of a regular 1992 D quarter in amazing condition was over $1,700. That coin didn't even have a major error. It just looked perfect. That's what collectors call MS-67, a very high mint state. So imagine how much more it would be worth if that coin also had a rare error. Now here's the best part. These valuable coins aren't locked up in museums. They're not buried in treasure chests. They're out there, in pockets, purses, drawers, and jars. People walk past these coins every day without knowing what they're holding. That's why it's worth taking a closer look at your change. If you find a 1992 D quarter, turn it over and look closely. Is anything off? Is the image centered properly? Are all the letters clear? Does the metal look right? Does one side look shiny and the other dull or copper-colored? These small signs could mean you have something special. And if you think you found something unusual, don't try to clean the coin. That can actually hurt its value. Just take it to a coin expert, or even better, send it to be graded by PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you exactly what you have, and if it's rare, you might just be holding a life-changing piece of history in your hand. Now, let's not forget, coin collecting isn't just about money. It's also about the fun of the hunt. Every coin tells a story. Some coins have traveled thousands of miles and passed through countless hands. And then, one day, they end up with you. Maybe you're the one who finally spots the tiny detail that makes the coin stand out. Maybe you're the one who turns a quarter into a jackpot. The truth is, the US Mint has made mistakes before. Some coins got out into circulation with the wrong design, wrong date, wrong metal, or all three. That's why collectors are always excited. Because just when you think you've seen everything, a new rare coin appears, and suddenly it's on the front page of auction sites, selling for tens of thousands of dollars. The 1992 D quarter may not seem like a rare coin at first. But that's exactly what makes it so sneaky. It's hiding in plain sight. No one expects a regular-looking quarter to be worth more than a used car or even a house payment. But history has shown that coins with small mistakes can become big news. So the next time you're about to spend a quarter, stop and look. Especially if it's a 1992 D. It might be scratched and dirty. It might look like nothing. But under the surface, there could be something rare. Something valuable. Something amazing. And even if you don't find a six-figure coin, you'll learn a lot, have fun, and maybe even discover a new hobby. Coin collecting is one of the oldest hobbies in the world. It combines history, art, math, and mystery. And best of all, anyone can do it. All you need is your eyes and a little curiosity. People used to dream of finding gold in the ground. But today, the treasure might already be in your house. Maybe it's in that jar in your kitchen. Maybe it's in the change you got from the gas station. Maybe it's right there in your pocket, just waiting to be found. So keep your eyes open. Keep looking. The next coin you touch might not just be change. It might be the one that changes everything. Let me know if you'd like a voiceover version, visual storyboard suggestions for YouTube, or subtitles written out for a short-form video.